video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to this video. Well, we just thought of making this video to encourage all the young men out there. You see, it's a tough time for most boys yet to be men, who are really struggling with a lot in their lives. Some are unemployed, but they went to school, and some went to school, but just because of peer pressure, they are losing direction. Well, let's get to it now. Here is drugs and substance abuse. Most of our young men are really into drugs and alcohol, and this is becoming a nuisance. You see, if you walk around the estates in Nairobi today, you find most of the young men are just sitting around the hood. They are doing nothing in particular. Most of them are just drinking alcohol, they're smoking weed, and smoking cigarettes. These things I'm not saying that smoking or drinking is bad, but overindulgence, when you drink it too much, when you use them too much, they come to affect you in one way or another. So you find most of our young men are just stuck to these things and are really their lives. Most of them went to school, they even graduated, but now drugs and alcohol has become a big deal, a big hindrance to their lives. You see, it's quite pathetic that somebody can go to school and your dreams is only to be overshadowed by drugs and substance abuse. So to all the young men out there, it's about time. Just wake up, just stand up, brush up, and get going. Please, do not get stuck to this. Most of the ladies are not so much affected with these things, but men, or most ladies, usually they can switch off that kind of life and leave it behind them. But most of our young men get stuck there. We are not marrying no more because of this one, of such things. Dating is also becoming a big deal. Dating is becoming very difficult to most of the young men because of the kind of lifestyle that they've adopted. So my word to most young men today is to just try and get better. Just try and get better. If you are using alcohol or some of this, or weed or smoking cigarettes, I'm not saying that those things are bad, but using them in excess can affect you big time. So to my brothers and sisters out there, just manage how you use it, how you can balance it with your personal life, so that you get better, you get to develop yourself better, and you get to have a life. Just have a life. By having a life, I mean dates, be on the dating scene, look for employment. It's not kind of the one that you're not employed. There are a lot of things that you can do. So that is for now. We'll catch up in the next episode. So another reason why most men are having it quite rough today is because of lack of quality time with their parents, or rather parents not really getting to know or to spend quality time with their kids. You see, in the cities, you'll find that even in families where nuclear family, where it's the man is married to a woman, leave alone the single mother or single father family. A family where there's a mother and there's a father. Most of these people usually leave very early for work and come back quite late in the evening. or sometimes at night when the children are asleep. So most of the time the child is spending a lot of time in the house with the maid or playing around with their age mates, which ends up, see, because you spend a lot of time playing with your age mates, that peer pressure creeps in. If a friend was doing something that was not really good, you come to start adopting these characteristics. And because parents sometimes come very late in the evening when the kids are asleep, they don't really get time to know or to see. Some of these things a parent can see from the onset. When a child starts abusing drugs, for example, when you start dating actively, that is having sex and whatnot, a parent usually would know. But in the absence of the parent, there will be no guidance that the child or the boy will be able to look up to. Some kind of a father figure, say the father who is supposed to really spend time with the boy is not around there to spend time with him and to guide him through life. So that is another reason that affects our boys today. No wonder we are ending up with low quality boys. But if you heed our advice here, even if you didn't really get time to spend a lot of time with your mother or father, it's not too late. You may be 20, you may be 25, but you can still turn your life around. So I encourage all the young men out there to just try and start working out or improving their lives. It's one step at a time. You can look for a good book. You start adopting such positive behaviors. You look for a good book. Just read a good book. A good book can really engage you for most of the time, to the extent that you won't get time to hang around with bad friends. Gym, workout. You see, that is a very, very important thing. You just need to get to a gym. Most of the gyms are affordable around Nairobi today. So just get time and get to the gym. Hit the gym. And so on to our third point. My third point is peer pressure. So you see, most men, almost boys, yet to be men, are feeling so much the pressure from their peers, and this affects them big time. So you grow up in the hood, there are those friends of yours, so they are former schoolmates who are also around. You catch up later in life, you start doing a lot of things in life. Most men really, the peer pressure thing gets them, most boys, yet to be men. Let me call them boys. They really feel the pressure from peers. If the friends that he is walking around with are drinking alcohol, he'll most probably start drinking. He might have been a very good boy back in school, not drinking and not doing a lot of things, so investing a lot of his time in books. But because of peer pressure, after school and within school, he starts picking up these behaviors. You see, most boarding schools is true, and there are big factors when it comes to peer pressure. Because parents are not there. Parents are not there to give their attention to their kids or to their boys. So that lack of guidance too in boarding schools is really such a big issue. But that we discussed in the second topic, in the second point. In this point, peer pressure naturally are habits that we pick from our friends or from people that we hang about or we hang around with. You see, if I'm drinking, like they say in English, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. It's difficult for a good boy to be friends with bad boys and survive or maintain his positive attributes. So I find this thing around the world where a whole community, I mean the community around the world, you see there are these streets around town that are like community. People are just staying there, everybody knows everybody. here is where peer pressure really gets its best on these young men. You finished school, you graduated high school, college. You've not gotten a job yet. And like there's a friend of yours who is also suffering the same fate. So you find that most of the time, you will come together in order to deal with the negatives, with these positive things. So there are pressures that you can only share with your close friends, your age mates. So most probably you will start drawing towards one another. So if your friend had bad behavior, you will probably start adopting this bad behavior. But on our second point, I give you guys a solution about going to the gym and reading good books. It's very easy. If you go to the gym, actually, you can go to schools. There are these schools, they don't really refuse you from accessing their fields. The swimming pools are in some places are free. You can still go and enjoy these amenities. You just pass your time. Before you know it, it will become a part of you. That will become your character. So before you know it, if you had a problem, if you are dealing with, for example, drug and alcohol, it will help you really handle these problems. So thank you very much for now. We are still coming back.